The San Francisco 49ers are at a pivotal crossroads this offseason, with the fate of wide receiver Brandon Aiyuk hanging in the balance. Will the organization find a trade partner willing to take him on, or will they ultimately decide to release him? This question looms large as the 49ers move forward, and a resolution seems inevitable in the coming months. Fan, where are you watching from? Share your thoughts on Aiyuk's future with the team in the comments below. As we dive deeper into the offseason, it's important to highlight some pressing concerns that have surfaced, particularly after the 2026 NFL Draft. First and foremost, the pass rush for the 49ers remains a significant area of concern. San Francisco recorded a dismal 20 sacks last season, the lowest in the league. A considerable portion of that struggle can be attributed to injuries sustained by key players like Nick Bosa and Mykel Williams, last year's first-round draft pick. The organization is pinning its hopes on healthy returns from both players for the upcoming season. In an effort to rectify this glaring issue, the 49ers have made moves by trading for defensive tackle Osa Odighizuwa and drafting edge rusher Romello Height. However, the question remains, will these additions be sufficient to revitalize the pass rush, or is further reinforcement necessary? NFL.com's Kevin Patra expressed skepticism, noting the uncertainty surrounding the effectiveness of Bosa and Williams' post-injury. Can Romello Height, taken in the third round, contribute right away? Regardless, adding a veteran rotational rusher seems prudent after last year's struggles, he stated. This brings us to the ongoing speculation surrounding a potential acquisition of veteran pass rusher Joey Bosa, Nick's brother. Many fans are excited about the idea of a Bosa reunion, which could bring an electrifying edge to the 49ers defense. However, General Manager John Lynch has been realistic about the financial implications of such a move, suggesting, "I know that would make Mama Bosa happy, but I don't know if we can afford him." The completion of the draft opens the door for the 49ers to reassess their options in bolstering the defensive front. Shifting gears to the offensive side of the ball, Patra also expressed keen interest in how head coach Kyle Shanahan will integrate the newly drafted rookies De'Zhaun Stribling and Kalon Black into the game plan. "I'm interested to see how Kyle Shanahan uses his second-round receiver Stribling and third-round running back Black," he remarked. Stribling, in particular, presents an opportunity for the 49ers to enhance their yards after catch, YC capabilities, an area in which the current receiving core has struggled. However, with the recent additions of veterans like Mike Evans and Christian Kirk, one must wonder just how much playing time Stribling will see in his rookie year. As we navigate through the offseason, these developments are critical as the 49ers look to fine-tune their roster before the 2026 season kicks off. The pass rush is a focal point, along with the successful integration of new offensive talent. Both storylines are sure to dominate discussions among fans, analysts, and the coaching staff alike. Now that we've dissected the challenges and opportunities surrounding the 49ers, let's transition to another crucial topic on the horizon that could shape the team's future. As the San Francisco 49ers gear up for the new season, a pivotal moment is approaching that has fans buzzing with excitement and speculation. The 49ers are set to face the Los Angeles Rams at the iconic Melbourne Cricket Ground in Australia to kick off the season. This isn't just a game. It's a strategic move in the NFL's plan for global expansion, and the stakes couldn't be higher. With training camp and preseason just around the corner, all eyes are on how the roster will hold up against this unique challenge. Head coach Kyle Shanahan has already made his thoughts clear on the subject, but it's tight in George Kittle, who really encapsulates the mixed feelings surrounding this international endeavor. Kittle recently shared his perspective with CNBC, stating, "I'm both," addressing the duality of excitement and concern over the extensive travel involved. He pointed out the unnatural toll that hopping on a plane for 15 hours can take on the body, especially for athletes who are trained to perform at peak levels. However, Kittle also recognizes the once-in-a-lifetime nature of this opportunity, emphasizing the importance of making the most of it. "I'll probably never get an opportunity to play in Australia again, football for the San Francisco 49ers," he remarked, showing his commitment to not just the game, but also to the experience. Kittle's recovery from his Achilles injury, which he sustained during the wild card round against the Philadelphia Eagles, is progressing well. The 32-year-old is eyeing a return for Week 1 in Australia, and his presence will be crucial as the team prepares for what could be a pivotal season. But as we look ahead, the 49ers will face an even tougher challenge later in the season with a trip to Mexico City, a game that's already generating buzz even though the date is yet to be confirmed. Reflecting on his past experience in Mexico City against the Arizona Cardinals, Kittle expressed how extraordinary that matchup was, highlighting the unique atmosphere and the fervor of the fans. "It was the most fun I've had in another stadium," Kittle noted, praising the pride and passion displayed by fans across the globe. His words remind us that while the travel may be daunting, the opportunity to connect with international fans is invaluable. Kittle recognizes the importance of embracing these moments, and it's clear that the 49ers are ready to take on the challenge. For fans back home, the anticipation is palpable. Will Kittle be at full strength when the team takes the field in Australia? How will this international exposure affect the team's overall performance as they navigate a demanding schedule? The answers to these questions will unfold in the coming weeks, but one thing is for sure. The 49ers are not just representing themselves. They are ambassadors of the NFL on a global stage. Stay tuned as we dive deeper into the 49ers' preparations and what this season may hold for us. As we wrap up our look at the San Francisco 49ers' recent moves, it's clear that the rookie from the 2026 NFL draft class poised to make the biggest impact in year one is none other than De'Zhaun Stribling. The moment San Francisco decided to trade out of the first round to secure him, the intentions became crystal clear. This was a strategic play to find that specific missing piece in an already loaded offensive lineup. The 49ers needed gravity, a player who could stretch the field and force defenses into impossible predicaments. Stribling is that player, and his arrival is set to quietly redefine how this offense operates in 2026. This move showed the 49ers faith in their scouting and development processes as they confidently traded out of the first round, which raised eyebrows at the time. However, this bold decision reflected a deeper understanding of their needs and where true value lies. By sliding back, they not only accumulated additional picks, but also positioned themselves to land Stribling at the top of the second round, an ideal spot for a player many evaluators believe had late first-round talent. This is a classic San Francisco maneuver that encapsulates their draft philosophy. Stribling's production at Ole Miss positioned him as one of the most intriguing offensive weapons in this draft class. Securing him outside the first round only enhances the perceived value of this pick. But the 49ers didn't stop there. They continued to address key needs with targeted selections that reinforce both lines of scrimmage. This draft was not just about the headline pick. It was a smart strategy rooted in the identity and sustainability of the team. San Francisco's front office also made a concerted effort to inject explosiveness into their defensive front by selecting Romello Height and Grayson Halton as rotational pass rushers. Height brings a first-step burst that perfectly complements a defensive line built on relentless pressure and strategic rotation. In the backfield, the addition of Kalen Black provides much-needed insurance behind Christian McCaffrey. Black's versatility as both a runner and receiver aligns seamlessly with the 49ers' offensive philosophy, adding another layer to an already dynamic backfield. As we look further into the later rounds, the 49ers' affinity for traits and development is evident with selections like Ephesians Prysock and Enrique Cruz Jr. Both players bring length and athletic upside, enhancing the depth and adaptability that have become hallmarks of this roster. Yet at the center of it all is De'Zhaun Stribling. He stands out as the player most equipped to make an immediate impact. What makes Stribling so compelling is his fit within the existing ecosystem. His ability to separate downfield introduces a vertical dimension that forces defenses to recalibrate their strategies. This means safeties can no longer cheat toward the middle of the field, and corners are forced into isolated matchups. With Stribling on the field, San Francisco's already dangerous offense gains a new layer of unpredictability. In practical terms, Stribling's presence alters defensive spacing. He doesn't need a high volume of targets to be effective. He simply needs opportunity. His route running capabilities allow him to excel not only on go routes, but also across intermediate levels. He can shield defenders with his frame and convert contested catches into crucial chain-moving plays. In an offense that thrives on efficiency, these traits are invaluable. The beauty of San Francisco's offensive structure is that it doesn't require instant superstardom. It demands execution, and Stribling fits that requirement like a glove. He doesn't need to be the focal point of the offense to change games. Rather, he simply needs to perform his role at a high level. His presence on the field will allow for more accessible intermediate zones, benefiting crossing routes, play-action concepts, and yards after catch opportunities thanks to the added vertical stress he provides. Moreover, his willingness to engage in the run game ensures he'll be a consistent presence on the field. In San Francisco, blocking isn't optional for receivers. It's essential. Stribling's physicality in that area guarantees he won't be limited to situational snaps, which only increases his overall impact on the game. While Stribling is the standout pick, the defensive additions ensure the 49ers maintain balance. Height, in particular, enters a rotation designed to maximize efficiency rather than volume. His ability to generate pressure in short bursts makes him an ideal fit for a unit that values depth and freshness. Prysock adds length and versatility to the secondary, and his capacity to compete in man coverage and disrupt timing at the line of scrimmage gives him a clear pathway to early contributions. These selections solidify the overall strength of the roster. The 49ers are not relying on a single player to carry the load. They're building a cohesive unit capable of sustaining success throughout a grueling season. As we approach the 2026 season, the 49ers stand as one of the most complete teams in the league. Yet, even the most complete teams require evolution to maintain their edge. De'Zhaun Stribling represents that evolution. He doesn't just fit into the existing system. He expands what that system can achieve. His impact may not always dominate the headlines, but it will be felt in every stretched defense, every open lane, and the hesitation he forces upon opposing coordinators. For the 49ers, those subtle advantages often become the pivotal difference between a good season and a great one. As we conclude our analysis of this draft class and the implications for the upcoming season, we want to hear from you. Where are you watching from? And what are your thoughts on how De'Zhaun Stribling will impact the 49ers this year? If you're as passionate about this team as we are, make sure to subscribe and leave your opinions in the comments. The 2026 season is just around the corner, and the excitement is palpable